false news, if what I'm saying is some bullshit, why y'all like really on me like that then?
Right. Exactly.
Peace, fam. Carlo, aka Lou Morningstar. Got the family in there.
London Taj, good life, good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. I am so happy to be here on Elephant in the Room. The elephant in the room today. Real classy. Rough Spring for life, by the way.
Right on. Oh, you know why they're the parents of demo.
Exactly. So what you got going on today?
Shit, I got you here. That's what I got going on.
And what we gonna get into today? I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
I was just gonna ask you what you had on your mind. Cause you know me, I don't know.
I told you before I got here, I really want to talk about how Bill Gates sent his goons after me. Now I know Bill Gates sent his goons after me, y'all.
Explain what that means.
Bill Gates sent some goons after me. It's real out here.
I'm saying that they pull up on you at the Tesco,
they
like
might as well
narcos in
have.
Mexico.
They might as well have. I sent you some of the messages. So it all started from a post. You know, we all be on social media looking at stuff pop up in your news feed. Something came up about him and his involvement in, you know, vaccines and things of this nature, and it was painting it to be a nice positive picture of Bill. So I just politely went in the comments and I said that, you know, that Bill Gates is trying to destroy humanity, and I won't be surprised if when he comes out, you know, later, he's not even a human being. And after that, you might as well say World War III took off.
World War III is already in effect.
It's been going down. I'm for real. They've been coming after me. Sending all kind of messages. Are you dumb? Is what I done got. Some people said, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Bill Gates has done so much for the world, for the community. How dare you?
First of all, you talking about motherfuckers in the comments and shit?
Yeah. No, but they've been sending me messages. They done DM me.
I'm finna say, cause I ain't gonna say you dumb, but you crazy hell if you going back and forth with them motherfuckers.
No, they DM me.
I know exactly what you talking about. I don't get that no energy, man. You can't.
They done DM me. And then my damn computer start acting crazy. It start saying zzz and stuff like that, right? I know they were tapping in, so I said, Bill, you know, I ain't nobody. Next thing I know, an article went up about 5 minutes later talking about some of the conspiracy theories against Bill Gates they're taking role or something like that. And I was like, well, you know,
the thing about Bill Gates, I saw this on YouTube.
What?
Some old shit from like the early 90s. He doing a presentation in front of. I couldn't see how many people was in the room, but it's just like a small room of people. It wasn't no big shit. And he was showing on the thing how the AIDS supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying it's not as effective. It's effective because we got to. Basically, he was saying we got to figure out how to make it airborne. Mm-hmm. And this is what you're seeing now.
Exactly. But people don't want to hear that. People start getting mad. People start going crazy when you start bringing out these facts.
I'm sitting there watching the shit like, why the fuck you trying to make some shit anyway and make it airborne? Like what? Because it really, he actually said something about the depopulation and shit when he was introducing the shit. And I was like, okay, why though?
Why is nobody saying this? Like, why? When I'm talking
Somebody
to you,
you gotta understand.
Where they at there?
Those people bought all the media stations.
See, and that's another thing folk don't want to talk about.
Just like he bought all the farmland. You control the narrative.
Folk don't want to hear that. You can't tell them about their news now. You can't tell about their news now. The news is everything. The news is reality. Apparently,
Hollywood has laid its hands across the world on your TV screen on everyday news, nigga. Motherfuckers think they watching news, nigga. You are watching a production.
A full-on production.
Yeah, somebody died for real, nigga. That's why the movie's so good. Then you cry at the end. You know what I'm saying? touched you, didn't it?
Exactly.
As it was meant to do. So you'll give off certain vibrations that we can feed off of.
And people don't want to go there. And I feel like we need to start having more of these conversations, and let's stop avoiding this scientifically proven stuff that we talking about here. Your vibrations do affect a lot of things around you.
Everything's vibrations and electronic. It's your body is electric and magnetic. The reason you don't have to think about making your heart beat and your lungs work because pulses, you know.
Yeah, they coming
That's
through.
what the scary shit about the 5G is. What people worried about the 5G, they don't even know why they worried about it.
They don't even know why.
Because you electric and you magnetic, motherfucker, and it's gonna fuck with you if they turn certain frequencies a certain way.
So it's like Android, just some advanced androids walking around out here in the flesh, test running. And don't nobody want to talk about it. Everybody, you talk about the election. You talking about how they ran up in the White House with that production. How they ran up in the White House with that production.
And people were eating that shit up, and I'm like, man, I know y'all ain't falling for this stupid
They
shit.
still talking about it.
It was a nigga hanging from the damn thing with one arm for like 30 minutes.
It ain't funny, Lord.
That nigga's obviously a Navy SEAL, nigga, or something. That ain't no regular nigga. Just running. That's a trained motherfucker. I told my cousin, I said, look how many motherfuckers ain't got beards and shit. That's military.
Military.
And the motherfuckers who do got beards could be. It was a whole nigga just standing in there. Where this nigga come from? Somebody planted that nigga. For what, I don't know. But it was a reason, because he ain't nothing random, motherfucker. This shit has been scripted.
Yes, everything's been scripted. The Simpsons showing you that, ain't it? Don't nobody want to talk about that?
Yeah, they want to play like they don't watch that shit.
Oh, you watch The Simpsons. You've been watching The Simpsons since the 80s. Don't act. The Simpsons been telling you what's going on. How is that possible? How is that possible?
The technology now allowing us to keep everybody can keep tabs on what happened, because before everybody didn't have access to go back and say, you know what, this nigga said this shit, Trump said this shit back in They bring it up now and everybody can see it now, because now everybody got access right there on their phone. But before, you had to get the tape. We had to go back and get the tape, get somebody to play the tape and put it on TV and shit. So you got that dynamic.
But then you got that dynamic of where they can take things that have been taped and alter it and put it out and make whoever sound like whatever, look like whatever, and look just like the real thing. I mean, that technology is out there.
They don't even have to alter it. They could just make up a false memory and you will think you remember that shit. That shit didn't even really... if you believe it, it happened. Because whatever you tell your mind, it's going to believe it.
That's where we're at these days.
It's a boogeyman under the bed. You ain't getting no sleep.
That's where we're at these days.
And you ain't, the sun come up and the next day start, and you still ain't seen that nigga, but he under there.
He under there.
Yeah, I know he under there because I couldn't sleep last night. All in my head.
All in your head. And you know, especially within like communities of colors, we grew up where a lot of people didn't want to have conversations about what goes on in the head. You know what I'm saying? Generation after generation after generation. So now we here. And these people done did all kind of stuff controlling our heads. And we don't even know it. We don't even know.
It started off. It didn't start off with the book, but
the book.
The people, the couple of generations before me were under the spell of the book.
The book, the spell.
So,
with all the spelling words.
All the spelling words, and then they used the book with the English in it, which English is really the bastardist language. It got words that's the same that ain't the same and shit.
You right. The same that ain't the same, and then have multiple meanings. Depending on how you use it in the
and
context.
Then, it might be the same word, spelled the same and everything, and then they don't even. How you know if that's read or read without context?
Live alive.
Without context.
Without context.
Bass or bass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Crack of cocaine. Oh, I can tell you. I'm just saying.
So okay.
What I'm saying is, before crack, the drugs that people was getting caught with was called shit like heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines. Those are scientific words.
Scientific words.
Crack is Hollywood. Think about it. Crack.
Hollywood.
That's an English word, right? It ain't scientific at all. It's some slang shit. But now, when you go to court, if you get caught with some of the so-called crack, it's a possession of crack. It don't say possession of scientific word. Schedule 3, none of that. Got caught with crack, nigga. 100 years for that pebble, nigga.
For a pebble.
Then they told you that women was smoking the crack while they was pregnant. And it was killing babies. It was all a lie.
It was all a lie.
No, man, these niggas running around here. You went to school with all the crack babies. What is you talking about? You can't kill them niggas.
They indestructible. You understand me? And they done had babies with some more crack babies, and they created a whole new element that the world ain't even ready for. These folks ain't ready for these folks.
They created the Percocet babies.
The Percocet baby, the bean babies, the beanie babies.
Yeah.
The beanie babies, y'all better watch out for them beanie babies. I'm here to tell y'all.
But
they ain't no joke, and they coming.
Just like you say, the conversations we don't want to talk about as a community, whoever the fuck we is.
Who are we?
I don't know nothing.
Me neither.
So
that's the problem.
All that we shit, you might as well not count me in on it, cause I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, who are we?
Who is we and who is they?
And who are they? Cause they here. And that was another thing I wanted to talk with you about today, because we don't want to discuss these fallen angels and where they went. Where did they go? They had to go somewhere. And who is affiliated with who? Cause y'all here. Y'all ain't went nowhere. Why we don't talk about that?
It's some people that holding the secrets. And they controlling the narrative. Well, what you talking about don't exist because it ain't in the script.
It ain't in the script.
It's in the magic book though.
It's definitely in the magic book.
You know, but it ain't in the script. And the script calls for you to not question God.
To not question God.
As
the script calls for you to not question God.
Right. Scripture.
The scripture.
Right.
You know what's funny about scripts is they're written. And you know how many times somebody writes something and make a mistake?
Spelling.
And it's edited and
casting
changed.
Spells.
How long this script been coming out and been reprinted and all this stuff? What seriously? How do we know?
So in the book, cause everything that y'all want to blame a nigga for, you gotta blame God.
Ooh.
Cause y'all want to say the devil working hard and all this shit. Let me tell you something.
Let me put my lip gloss on.
God is the all-knowing, all-wise, the creator of all, right? That nigga created the devil. And if you think the devil's fucked up, that means you think God fucked up.
Really?
Really, God did fuck up because it said in the book.
Ooh.
He created the devil perfect. And since the devil was perfect, he looked at God and wanted to be better than God, meaning he saw flaws in God.
He saw flaws in God.
So he wanted to be better than God.
Are there flaws in God?
And God is a jealous God.
Is he?
That's what the book said.
That's what the book
I'm saying what the book said.
The book.
said